Imagine a world with no effective treatment for bacterial infections. A world where a simple scratch on your skin could lead to a fatal infection. Where diseases we consider minor today could devastate entire populations. This was the reality humanity faced before 1928, a time when bacterial infections were among the leading causes of death. But one day in that very year, a chance discovery would forever change the course of medicine and save millions of lives. This is the story of penicillin. Our story begins in a small and modest laboratory in London. The year was 1928, and the Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming was conducting research on staphylococcal bacteria. Like any other day in his routine, he carefully prepared his petri dishes, inoculating them with bacteria before leaving for a brief vacation. When Fleming returned, he noticed something unusual in one of the petri dishes. It wasn't just covered with bacteria, but also a spot of mold growing right in the middle. What struck him as remarkable was the area around the mold. No bacteria were growing there. Curious and intrigued, Fleming took a closer look. The mold he identified belonged to the species Penicillium notatum. Fleming realized that this mold was producing a substance capable of killing bacteria. He called it penicillin. This discovery was no small matter. It was a breakthrough. Fleming recognized the significance of his findings and published his work in 1929. But at the time, the scientific community paid little attention. Penicillin was difficult to extract and produce in significant quantities, and no one could foresee its full potential. Fast forward to the 1940s. By then, the world was engulfed in the horrors of World War II. Soldiers on the battlefield often succumbed to infections more than their actual injuries. Something had to be done. A team of scientists led by Howard Florey and Ernst Chain decided to revisit Fleming's work. Their mission was clear: find a way to mass-produce penicillin. It was a race against time. They worked tirelessly, experimenting with different techniques to extract and purify penicillin. They even used unconventional methods like growing the mold in bedpans, milk churns, and whatever containers they could find. Finally, after years of effort, they succeeded in producing penicillin in quantities large enough to be used in treating wounded soldiers. By 1944, penicillin was being widely used on the battlefield, saving thousands of lives. After the war, penicillin became available to the general public. It was hailed as a miracle drug for its ability to treat infections that had previously been untreatable. Diseases like pneumonia, syphilis, and sepsis were no longer death sentences. The impact of penicillin cannot be overstated. It marked the beginning of the antibiotic era and changed medicine forever. Death rates from bacterial infections plummeted and life expectancy increased dramatically. But while penicillin's story is one of triumph, it also serves as a cautionary tale. Today, we face a growing threat from antibiotic resistance. Bacteria are evolving to resist the very drugs that once saved us. Misuse and overuse of antibiotics have contributed to this problem. Scientists around the world are now racing to find new solutions, just as Fleming, Florey, and Chain did decades ago. Their work reminds us of the power of observation, perseverance, and the importance of continuing innovation in science. The discovery of penicillin was not just a scientific achievement, but a turning point for humanity. It all began with one man paying attention to a seemingly insignificant mold growing in his laboratory. This story teaches us that even the smallest observations can lead to world-changing discoveries, and that science is a journey driven by curiosity and determination. If you enjoyed this tale of discovery and innovation, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. Join us next time as we explore another fascinating chapter of history. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.